Alrighty, so Tekken released their emergency Season 2 patch, patch 2.0.2, or, I don't know. So, this is just a quick patch, so this video is not going to be too long. I'm just going to go run down some of my thoughts about the patch overall. So, first off, they increased the health from 180 to 200, and they changed this, so instead of having 43 HP to get to rage, you only need to get to 47 HP. So overall, this makes you live longer, I guess. So like, in Season 1, you needed to deal 60 damage to deal a third of your opponent's health bar. So basically like a 3-shot meta, because every character could easily hit that. Now you have to hit 67 damage, which is not hard for most characters, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure most characters can casually do this. Like, this is just a super easy, basic BMB I do, and that does 71. And what this actually changes, I believe, is, so because you had 180 health, most characters could hit 90 damage, where they do, like, attack, combo, and then they do wall carry, blah, blah, blah. When they do wall carry and then get you to the wall and do a wall under, you can usually hit 90 damage with most characters. So this seems like it's addressing that. So now it's much less likely that you can actually two-shot someone, is I think the idea. Because to two-shot someone, you now have to hit 100 damage, which is not strictly, like, easy for every character in the game, necessarily, even with things like counter hits. So overall, I think it's okay. It does nerf pokes, because now it takes me, instead of this 6-shotting someone, like if I was punishing someone with this, instead of 6-shotting someone, now I have to take 7 of these to kill someone. And just way more of these. So, you know, it's whatever. I think they could have nerfed the damage scaling, but they did nerf the damage scaling for this. So, yeah, they nerfed the damage scaling. So, normally in Tekken, when you launch someone, it goes 100% on the launcher, then 70% for the second hit, then 50% for the third hit, 40% for the fourth hit, and then the rest of the combo will only go to 30%. How it worked for heat dash launchers is that just apply that, but apply another 0.7 multiplier. So it would be like, it would go from 100% to 49% to so on and so forth to 21% at the end instead of 30%. But now, as you see, it's even lower. Now it caps at 18%, and it starts at 42%. So effectively, just up to normal multipliers, just apply a 0.6 multiplier on that. So, I'm not sure how to feel this, because heat dash launchers were unironically kind of balanced already. In the sense of damage, but I think this is just for walls. But like, if I take you to a wall, and let's say I demon call you, this is not what you would do, but this is not what you would do, it's just an example. I guess you still deal decent damage, because if I, for example, just do a normal demon call, this is not the best wall damage, it's consistent. I get 65, just under 33%, which might be the intention with the overall health increases walls, but I feel like you can just do some damage scaling instead. But this doesn't affect walls for a lot of characters for heat dash launchers that dramatically, depending on your heat dash launcher, because of damage scaling stuff I'm not going to go into, but regardless. So I think it's okay. It's okay. Heat charging is even more useless. You only get plus 10% now, instead of plus 50%. So now these are even more useless. I think this is just a nerf, just to see what they want to do with the key charge. Now, it does actually stack, see, these buffs stack multiplicatively, as in they multiply off of each other. So if you get a counter hit is normally plus 20, and that was plus 10%. So you might be thinking, is it 1.3 times? No, it's 1.32%. Excuse me, 1.32 times, because they stack multiplicatively. which I think is why they changed the key charge again, because all I characters could get TODs off it, but I don't think a single person's actually landed a proper TOD in a match with a super key charge. Again, I think just give us 2 key charges. Give us a key charge for counter hit, works the same as the old one, and then give us this key, and then give us this as like low key charge, like down key charge. I think that'd be fine, but whatever. Breaking throws no longer does chip damage. I'll just show it. Yeah, so no more throw break. Yeah. That's good. Really good change. There's in the main universal stuff. They did take away, if I show it right here, they took away a whole mechanic called wall stagger or wall crush. This thing. So that used to wall stun for like plus 27, I think it was, but now it's only plus 17. Generally speaking, I thought they were going to make it so that like you could not be more than plus 10 on block, but Deviljin's unique because he can still be plus 17. Asuka can still be plus 11 on block, but generally speaking, you can no longer be more than plus 10 on block, which I think is good. Similarly, now I'm only plus 9 after Heat Engager. This used to be plus 17. The main difference this does is it forcefully makes it so there's way less force 50/50s here, because is that not the right way? Did I make it do it the wrong way? There we go. Now you can sidestep slow moves, because what would happen in Season 1 and Season 2 beginning is that you just do Heat Engager, you're plus 17, so they can only block high or low, and they couldn't use Rage or anything. But now if you try doing like this into big slow plus on block mid, it doesn't work anymore because they can sidestep it. So there's more interesting mind games you can actually do with this. Because here, still plus 9 though, so you can't really mash much besides parries. Like if your character has a good parry, you can do it, but now it's mainly like you have some sidestepping to think about. So they're not completely free anymore. So I think this was pretty good, because it felt pretty stale of just doing, oh haha, Heat Engager while running 3 because I want to keep my pressure. Or if your character has a unique specific one. But yeah. I believe that's all the main stuff I want to say for the universal changes, primarily. Overall, pretty good. Now, I should say, they of course removed Jack 8's make some noise crap, because, yeah. They made it plus 5 on block, it's weak to sidestep right now, and 2-1 or 4-1 plus 2 is not guaranteed anymore. 2-1 makes some noise is not guaranteed anymore. You can just jab him. So there's 2 ways. There's actually multiple ways to counter right now, which is good. And Paul's Hammer of the Gods to what's it called? Deep Dive Cancel no longer guarantees combo hits on block, which is good. That was how you do it. But anyways. The most nerfed character, I think, is June. I would say something about Lars, but I literally don't know anything much about Lars, besides that he's annoying, not gonna lie. But, like, Lars, all he got was some damage nerfs, a little bit of damage nerfs, and he had a move go from, like, plus 26 to plus 4 on block. It's, like, limited entry 1, I think it was. I'll have the patch notes linked below so you can look at them. But, yeah, he had some egregious stuff that got, thankfully, toned down. But, like, now, with, June, they made it so this is now steppable, now steppable to the right. And because of this health sweep getting nerfed as well, it's also steppable to the right. You don't even need to sidewalk, just a side step. So, of course, she still has our tracking mid. I just want this to think. Yeah, because I died there. Yeah. So now there's like an actual like mind game to kind of go for, because most of the moves now lose to crouch jab as well at plus 4, because they changed all of her Zumo strike setups to go from +6 to +4 on block. So basically, it's now like, it's now like, guess between the tracking mid or sidestep right, technically, my friends. But if you were trying to play it too safe, like, you know, like, this could happen. Or what's it called? Or, even then, I could try to sidestep guard. I forget if you can actually beat too many options at the same time with this. But... Hold on. This game has a really bad delay. Okay, no. Okay, at least not that timing. I don't think there's a timing that beats, like, where you can sidestep guard to beat both of them, but yeah. So basically, now instead of having, like, Omega brain dead pressure with Izumo, where you just guess between mid and low, you can now sidestep one of her main mids and her only hell sweep. And because her throw doesn't track either, it also loses a sidestep right. The only thing that I think doesn't lose a sidestep right here, besides her tracking mid, is just Izumo too. But like, that move's significantly riskier. You can definitely like sidewalk, sidestep guard that kind of on reaction and kill her because she's -13. Well, it's not that bad, but regardless. So that's like one of the only characters that actually got significantly changed besides the War Criminals and Lars, and I don't have much to say about Lars. I know some other characters got changes, like King. They made his 3-2-2 string way less stupid. Let me pull him up real quick. I have to forget which side he's weak to now, but 3-2-2 was meant to be a new wall under, but it became one of the dumbest neutral control tools ever. Because 3-2 is natural, which is okay, but because it's natural, you're always forced to take a dumb guess at the end between if he's going to charge his... charge the ender or not. But now it's not natural, so you can always, like, I think, sidestep. Which way you sidestep? I think it's this way. Yeah, okay. You always you can always sidestep to the left. Now, I don't know if there's a proper sidestep timing to it. I don't know if there's an easy sidestep method for this. Okay, no. So you can armor it, though. I don't know if you can parry it with other characters, but Devil Jin might be special there. But, yeah. So, now that move's significantly less oppressive. Kind of like how they slightly toned down Bryan. I do want to do a small Bryan tangent. So let me pull him up real quick.
Get ready for the next battle.
So, I'm stupid. Hold on.
Get ready for the next battle.
Okay, so Bryan, you know, heavy, neutral character, mid-range, neutral character. Has this amazing low, though, to help him a bit, which already feels unnecessary. So, this hatchet kick... I said this hatchet kick... Hold on. Am I stupid? No. After hit or block... Okay, whatever. Whatever. You get the point. This move is -13 on block. This move... It's also -13 on block now. His super hatchet kick is now -13 on block. But this move is still ridiculous. It wall breaks on counter hit now, but it doesn't wall splat on counter hit anymore, which is a godsend. But that doesn't make it any less stupid. Let me see if I can even find it. Where's the move? Full crouch. Where is it? Bruh. Can I, like, sway, slither, snake eyes, crouching, downfall? What? Am I stupid? Hold on, guys. I may be stupid. Okay, so this move is not in his... I might be stupid, but this move might not even be in his freaking move list for some reason. So just gonna activate it. We're gonna force activate it, and then we're gonna record it. Yes. So this move is not low parryable. Hold on. And in case you're thinking I'm just bad at the game, let me pull something up. Sway 3 hatchet kick. I also don't know why it's not called Neo hatchet kick, but that's besides the point. There, low parry. So you can low parry hatchet kick, but not this. Like, I'm doing it in advance. Like if I'm doing this, like I forget if you can do it like that, but like low parry's super lenient in this game. Yeah, like that. See, I can even low parry. I can even low parry during the I know it's not, but you get the idea. I can low parry this, but I can't low parry the super evil god hatchet kick. It's the same animation. Hold on, let me turn off the opponent's heat, but whatever. So this doesn't, all this around doesn't change like the overly 50-50 nature of the game. Like, we still have some annoying characters like Alyssa or Zhao actually did get some nerfs, I believe. Indirect nerfs, I can't really say much about it. But the plus frame nerfs overall technically hurt her 50-50, and it hurts most characters 50-50s because basically the main change is they removed wall stagger, like I said. So basically most characters cannot be more than plus 10 on block, which means we have like mostly removed like ultra lockdown. So instead of like pure 50-50 gameplay, a lot of characters now have like 33-33-33 gameplay, which is a way better. And the chip damage nerf overall is pretty good, I think. I haven't tested it too much, but I don't think they said anything about combo length, but they said in the future they'll be adjusting key burst. Personally, I would like it to just be mostly linear because I just think this move is a bit stupid. This move is a bit stupid. Like, or at the very least, linear in one direction, maybe to the character's weak side, preferably. Maybe, I don't know. I forget Bryan's weak side, but like Kazuya's weak side is definitely sidestep left, so maybe his shouldn't track sidestep left, but it tracks sidestep right. I don't know. But tracking both ways is so stupid. But they said they'll be nerfing combo damage in the future, probably. I don't know by how much. That might be a bit tinkering, because, like... Hold on. So, let's take Jet Emperor. I know that's not the best combo at all, so that's 68. So that's a third. If they nerf combo damage, if they nerf combo scaling, let's just say for the sake of argument, like... Is that more? It's exactly the same. Let's say instead now that does like 60 damage, just for the sake of argument. That combo does 60 damage. That would incentivize the game to become a 4-shot meta, I believe, if they nerf overall damage scaling on top of things. Which, I'm not against 4-shot meta for this game, but I'm pretty used to the fact that it's a 3-shot meta. But I should specify though, it's not like every time you hit someone it will be with your big launcher, right? Like, this is why we do pokes, but they nerfed pokes indirectly with the health stuff, you know. I'm just using Bryan as an example. Is it not? There we go. I'm just using Bryan as an example. Like, smaller moves. Okay, that means not that small, but you know what I mean. It's not like we're always laying these big launchers, because sometimes people will whiff, so you have to check them with something smaller, like, say something like that, smaller punishes. I'm screwing up my muscle memory, but you get the idea. So, like, if the overall game's damage is being nerfed, this could have some weird side effects. It might make people ultra aggressive, because now they have to actually kill you pretty hard. It does mean that you get more chances to live though, so you technically have a higher way to make a comeback. So, like, I don't know. Hard to say for right now. If this health change is good overall, I thought they would have gotten to like 190 HP, which might have been fine. But a 4-shot meta of like, if you're doing perfectly, like have like perfect with punishment, because in theory, of course, on a stage like this, without a way to get to the wall realistically, you are going to realistically only 3-shot someone with most characters. Most characters can't 2-shot you out in the open. But like, that still requires really good whiff punishing, and the opponent even giving you the option to whiff punish them that hard, like the opponent whiffing that hard. So I don't know. We'll just have to see how much the damage scaling is. But if they nerf damage scaling, like the thing about that is that I know this is not the right combo, but like let's just say something like this. I forget what the good combo is. Probably something like this. I know this is a good one. And I frickin' dropped it because that's the wrong under. There we go. That one did 1 extra damage. Great combo. But like that might have to incentivize people to do even longer combos with their aerial tailspins, because every character got new aerial tailspins. I just forgot what Bryan's was. I think it's that. So like it might incentivize people to go even further with these tailspins. That's not the right one to think, but like I don't know. So like it might incentivize combos to become longer, which is something that people don't want. People don't want the combos to get even longer. The combos in this game are already long, as they are. So I don't know. Nerfing the scaling seems fine. Nerfing, I don't know how they're gonna change the whole thing, because they could like make scaling stronger, but make a wall carry and combo length way lower. Because wall carries is a whole other thing. Might be for another video. But that's my overall thoughts. If I miss anything, I'll just put it in a comment or something. I don't know. Okay, y'all, thanks for watching the video. Subscribe, like, comment, share if you enjoyed the video. Like I said, the patch notes will be in the description so that you can all see it. It's not that big, don't worry. If you want to see more Tekken 8 content, I know a couple more things I can talk about Tekken 8. Yeah, no editing because I don't really feel like editing much on the PS5. But yeah, see you on another day. More Tekken videos will be coming out.